Okay, so just hear me out here. It's going to be a little bit of a video, and I guarantee the algorithm on YouTube does not like me, so it probably won't get to a lot of people. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can, okay? It's kind of hard. I can't do this in 60 seconds. All right, there's no fucking way. Anyways, I want to explain something to you guys. So, what is actually going on? Why things are going the way they are? Most people don't have the capacity to view it. They can't sit back and see it. All right. I mean, it doesn't matter about age. It doesn't matter about where you're born at, what you look like. It's just, over time, it takes time to be able to develop a sight of everything. Okay. Everything is like, I've always said this, it's like a mosaic painting, and most people can only view it pebble by pebble. You'll never know what the fuck you're looking at until you take a step back and can view the pebbles together collectively to view the picture of the mosaic painting that you're actually trying to view. You'll never know pebble by pebble why the color changed from blue to brown to green back to blue again until you take a step back and you're like, oh, that's the sky, that's the mountain, that's the grass, and that's the ocean. You see what I'm saying? You understand the analogy I just put there? Probably not. But anyways, let me get to the point that I was trying to make. Everybody feels that we can't talk about the views of our forefathers of America because they were around a time that we had slaves. Okay, well, I'm going to point something out to you guys that you probably weren't aware of. And go ahead before you put an emotional attachment to a fact. It's not an opinion. This is a fucking fact. All right? My opinion, I'll let you know when I'm giving an opinion. This is a fact that I'm giving. Did you know about George Washington Carver? Did you know he was born a slave? Did you know that his slave owners also conceived a child that got sick and died? I don't know. Remember what from? I don't remember that much detail into it. But I also remember that George Washington Carver's parents also contracted the same disease and died around the same time the white family that owned them. Their kid died. So you know what they did? They took in George Washington Carver. And you know what they also did? They privately tutored him. Do you know why they privately tutored him inside the plantation, inside the house, not the little shack? They treated him like their own son. They had to privately tutor him because it was illegal to educate black slaves back then. Go ahead and fucking look that up before you put an emotional attachment and call me out for some bullshit, because I know I'm fucking right. Because look at George Washington Carver's history. That man was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He was just as brilliant as Steve Hawking, Albert Einstein, Pluto, whoever the fuck you want to pull out of history from ancient times. That man was in the same boat as all of those men were. He did remarkable things. All right. He literally made he could take soybean, fucking a plant, and make a thing as hard as steel. I mean, he could do that. He did he did something with the cornstarch or something that made biofuel. You know, these ideas came from people like him and people like Einstein and shit. George Washington Carver, he came up with the crop rotations in the South. Did you know they were having dust storms down in America like they have over in the Middle East? Oh, well, it was sandstorms over there. Over here, it was dust storms because we don't have sand like that over here. Did you know that? And before the crop rotation was implemented because all the farms down there did was grow cash crops. It was all about the most money you can make off in the like what crop you're growing. I mean, that's how everything works. That's how much money you can make from it. So I understand why people hate capitalism. Capitalism is better than communism. It's damn sure better than socialism and fascism and dictatorships and monarchy and all that shit. But I'm going to tell you one thing. Go ahead and get rid of it. Go ahead. Because you know what? We don't need it. We don't. But you know what? You know what else that takes away when you do that? It takes away taxes. Oh, gee. No more fucking taxes. Oh, that's great. Oh, you know what else it takes away? People's livelihoods. Oh. Huh. Well, that doesn't sound so fucking good, does it? No. I mean, what about all these people that actually own businesses that aren't these main corporations, these Fortune 500 companies that's got the fucking market locked down with BlackRock and shit? Because you cannot, I will never be able to own a business. Do you know why? Because it's impossible financially for me unless I rob a fucking bank. All right, if I rob a fucking bank to have enough money to pay the fucking government to give me a license, I say this to your license. I say this to your taxing me. Now, another thing I want to point out here. What was the Boston Tea Party? Huh? You don't know? Well, you know what? I'm gonna save the slow kids in the back here a Google search. The Boston Tea Party was basically a fucking riot. And what they did was they took the tea from a cargo ship and they dumped it over the fucking side into the harbor, dressed up as Indians, Native Americans. Now, they did that because the King of England at the time said, well, England is not going to pay this tax for tea, but the 13 colonies are going to pay this tax for tea. So instead of paying $1 for your crate of tea, you'd have to pay $2.50 for your crate of tea. Well, in the colonies, they had their own taxes there. England had their own taxes over there. So then the king wanted to make the colonies pay more taxes on top of the taxes they were already paying here that they weren't over there. They were just paying one tax over there for England. So they took the tea and they dumped it in the harbor and they said, fuck you, king. Fuck you, king. That's what they were basically saying. And we all know that was the start of chain of events that led to us not being Canada right now. You know, if that wouldn't have happened, we would be Canada right now. We would be part of the Canadian territories right now. I mean, you look up there. Sorry, Canadians, man. I feel bad for y'all, but your prime minister, whatever the fuck he's called, he's a shitty fucking leader. And what he's doing to y'all is downright despicable and disgusting on every fucking level. And you know, I thought Biden was bad. He's a piece of dog shit in the office. He's been dog shit since the 80s, since before I was even breathing. Since before I was itching in my daddy's nutsack, that man's been in politics. He's lied every fucking step of the way, too. Every fucking step of the way. Anyways, getting back to what I was saying here. Right now, we are being taxed without proper representation. And I love how people want to challenge that argument. How? No, we're not. No, we're not. Okay. Hear me out on this one. Go to work. Go to work right now. Go to work right now. Work your fucking shift all the way up until the pay period ends. Do you have a say-so in how much taxes come out of that fucking paycheck before you go to the bank to cash it? Huh? Oh, it's already taken out before you even get to touch your money. Oh, okay. How many more taxes is it? You know, how many more taxes just from that? See, that's just one tax. That's just one out of the countless. You got sales tax, you got this tax, that tax. They're taxing you when you shit. They're taxing you when you piss. They're taxing you when you jerk it a couple fucking times and not finish. They tax you when you finish. It's like, dude, take your taxes and shove them up your ass. They're not going to the potholes. I've driven over the same fucking pothole for 3 years now, but yet I'm paying for that fucking road in taxes. I watch the schools, man, and these fucking kids come out of them that aren't through high school yet. You ask them, hey, man, where's Hawaii geographically? Is it over there by Nevada? What the fuck am I paying taxes for, man? Where are they learning shit? For one, curriculum should be, level across the board. It is not. Because if you go from North Carolina to Kentucky, if you're in school, you know that North Carolina's credits for your public school courses are worth 3 points for 1 in Kentucky. That's the conversion rate. Okay, what does that say? What does that mean? That means kids that are growing up in Kentucky are not being taught as much as kids growing up in North Carolina. Kids growing up in North Carolina will be more smarter and more educated than someone that grew up in Western Kentucky. Do you know how I know that? Huh? Because I've went to school in both fucking states. I went through 19 different high schools. And let me think here. Not 19 different states, but damn close to it. My grandmother fucked me up that way. She constantly moved every half a year to 8 months to a year. I never fucking finished one school year in one school after I got out of elementary school. So all through middle school, all through high school, I went through 2 schools per school year. Every fucking year. Do you know what kind of trauma that puts on a person? No, you don't. No one gives a fuck about that shit because it's not happening to you. You see what I'm saying? You don't really give a fuck until it happens to you, and then you give a fuck, and then you wonder why no one else gives a fuck. Yeah. Our society in this country is fucking evil. And it's made that way because of the motherfuckers at the top. Shit rolls downhill. No matter who fucking throws it out, it's still going to roll downhill. If you're at the bottom of the hill, it's still going to fucking hit the bottom of the hill. Whether you're at the bottom of the hill or not, throwing shit out. The top or the bottom, shit rolls downhill. Where does all the shit come from? The motherfuckers up top. And I'm sick and tired of these people. And we need to get rid of these fucking companies. And you know what? There's taxation without representation. If they take taxes out of each paycheck, okay? You got your W-2s. You're looking at every fucking penny that you paid to the state, every fucking penny that you paid to the fucking federal government. All right? And then you go and file your taxes every year, right? Well, what if the state's like, oh, you know what? We're supposed to give you back $2,000, but I see here you didn't file Form H, but you sent in Form A, but you should have sent in Form B. That right there, you know what? Fuck off. Give me my fucking money. Because how am I getting where's the representation at? Where is the representation at if the state takes my money for a bullshit, bogus, made up fucking reason? Huh? Where's the representation at? I don't have any control over how much taxes they take out of my shit. I don't have any control over that. They have all the control. They hold all the cards. So you know what? That is taxation under tyranny. That's what that is. And I please get on the comments. Please somebody tell me I'm fucking wrong, because I want to fucking bitch slap you. Because that is exactly what it is. I'm not naive on what words are. I know the meanings behind words, and I know what the fuck they mean. Just because you don't, that's your fucking problem. That's not mine. And that's a fact. That ain't my opinion about what's going on. You know, the fact that the education system is so cattywanked on who learns what and where they learn it at as a whole, from West Coast to East Coast. You understand what I mean? Not everybody's taught the same curriculum. And that's exactly what happened to the slaves on the plantation. It was not legal to educate them. Why do you think George Washington Carver didn't go to Yale or didn't get accepted to Harvard? Did you know he sent his shit in and they were like, oh, well, yes, come on up here. You got a full scholarship. And he showed up as a black man. They're like, yeah, about that. We can't let you be here because this is whites only. So you know where he went? University of Alabama. University of Alabama. And he stayed there for the rest of his life. After he came out with some of the stuff he did, some of the shit he worked with Henry Ford during the time of the Model A and Model B. Most of y'all probably don't even know what the fuck those are. There's so much more knowledge that's outside of this fucking internet that's been hijacked by our goddamn government and these corrupted, evil-ass, fucked-up corporations in America. All I'm saying is, go ahead. Keep following the wrong one. Keep following them because they're going to fucking kill you. They're going to kill you. The government will fucking murder you. That's what the government's there for. It ain't there fucking to keep peace, man. This government ain't there for that. This government is there to keep you following in line, just like the Third Reich, just like George Orwell said, 1984, Animal Farm. All of that shit. All these conspiracy theories. You know what that is? That's the government. Now, I don't believe every fucking conspiracy theory I hear, but I will promise you this. There is some out there that they just, when you hear them, you're like, what the fuck? That makes so much sense. Oh my God. And then you hear some of them, you're like, I'm having a hard time believing that one. Like, I don't, that's like people saying Tupac's still alive. No. Saying Elvis still alive. No. Trying to say that our government doesn't lie to us. Fuck off. They do too. And I promise you this. To some of them, the government had the FBI and CIA conjoined assassinated John F. Kennedy. Okay? That's in the documents that's been released. All you got to do is find the FBI documents that were released, declassified, 2006 or 2008? Does no one remember that big-ass fucking court case between, the press took them to court and won the fucking case, the civil rights case against the fucking FBI and CIA, and they had to, release millions of documents. I mean, God, fucking millions of documents that were classified. Millions. Obviously, we need to get rid of this government. We don't necessarily need to get rid of the way it is. Well, we need to fix certain things of it, and we need to get the people out of there. We need new people. New. And I'm not talking about somebody from another country. I'm talking about people that were born, raised right here in America. And if I'm fucking wrong for believing that, then you know what? Go to the country that you want to support. Go support their fucking community. Stop fucking ruining this one and making life in America unbearable. Like, it's not worth this fucking sacrifice, dude. Listen, man, I go to work, and the time that I'm physically at work doing shit, I don't get that time back. That time is spent every day. Do you think I want to bust my fucking balls off as much as I do just to barely be able to fucking scrape by? I would much rather be doing something more better with my time. Like, yeah, I want to work, but man, the amount of hours I'd have to achieve just to catch up on bills, just to be able to go to the grocery store, just to be able to do something here and there just for my fucking psychological health, well-being. I gotta rob a fucking bank. Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, these are real problems. This whole, let's put, we can tell a man he can get pregnant, but we also tell that man, you don't have any say-so in the abortion. Huh? So I can get pregnant because I'm a man. I was born with a fucking penis and two balls dangling down there. Oh, I'm definitely going to fill out here in the next fucking 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to fill out. Where's it going to come out at? My asshole? I mean, ooh, the other way. God damn, I don't even know if it worked the other way. I'm just saying. I don't have no say-so, and if a woman gets an abortion, I don't have no say-so in the abortion topic, but I can get pregnant. That makes a lot of fucking sense. That means you women don't have no say-so in the abortions anymore because, hey, listen, men can get pregnant. Now, men don't have any say-so in abortions, so that means women can get pregnant now, and women don't have any say-so in the abortions. That's basically what that says. If I've got to agree, a person that was born with the genitalia that does not produce eggs, that produces a sac that lets the human life form into a baby, can get pregnant, and they don't have no say-so in the abortion of that child, then none of y'all do neither. Why do you think they lifted Roe versus Wade? Bing! Right there. Your eyes were closed. You don't see what is actually going on. You don't see the hidden meanings of shit. Why do you think people that say the truth continue to do it? Why do you think a lot of people don't like us? Because they're doing evil shit. Think about that. Think about how much sense I'm actually making with this video. This 24 fucking minute video. I'm tired. I ain't gonna be on this earth for very much longer. My health is fucked. There is gonna be another civil war. It is brewing. It's been brewing. It's like a pimple festering on your face until it just pops and it explodes everywhere and it hits the fan and shit flies everywhere in the room. It's only a matter of time. It's a matter of which side has enough patience. You understand that? It's not a matter of if it's going to happen. No, it's absolutely going to fucking happen. It's just a matter of how much more one side or the other side is going to be able to take between the slaps between each other. because there's been a lot of slaps. And I'm sorry to say, but you fuck leftards started the slapping match with these fucking Democrats. That's all I'm going to say. And these fake ass fucking snakes in the grass politicians. I'm not saying that I agree with what Republicans are doing. I don't, because they're enabling the fucking left. They're enabling the fucking Democrats to do this shit. Both of them are snakes in the grass. Can't trust neither one of them. I trust Trump a little more than I trust any of the other ones. Do you know why? Because Trump isn't a fucking politician. Politicians lie just to get their vote. They have done that all my fucking life. Every single fucking politician I've ever seen. In any form. Whether it be local or state or fucking county, federal. None of them have done what they said, everything. And they haven't even, most of them haven't even done shit. But as soon as we get somebody in there that starts doing what they say they're going to do, just like John F. Kennedy and his baby brother, what happens? Either they get assassinated or they get they get persecuted like Donald Trump. Yeah, but see, I'm not a rocket scientist. What do I know about rockets and shit? I couldn't possibly know how the fucking thrust works with the bottom of the rocket when they ignite the rocket fuel and it burns and it forces thrust to push the fucker off the pad to send it up into space. Yeah, I'm not a rocket scientist, so I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know how to operate a motor vehicle neither. Yeah. Get fucked. Peace out, America. Wonder if this algorithm's gonna fucking work for me this time. Probably fucking not, YouTube, Google. Thank you.